are tuning in to the Lavish Journey
podcast.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Y'all ready? Y'all got y'all chlorophyll, y'all got y'all wine, y'all got y'all water. You ready, Freedom?
Yeah. You ready, Justin?
I'm ready.
J
I'm
Gang.
ready.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Go.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Well, I'm 3, 2, 1. And ladies and boys and girls, welcome back to the Lavish Journey podcast. It's your host, Jay Gaze, and here today with my brother, Freedom.
Yeah, the sound effects. What's up, y'all? How you living? How you feeling? Welcome to another week's podcast, Shenanigans, where we got some cool and lovely ladies up in this room.
Yes, yes.
First of all, our sister Nia Kai is back once again.
Hey everyone, it's the goddess Nia Kai back once again with the family. That's all I got.
Hey.
And we got some new special guests on today. Oh, I fucked up right there. We got some new special guests on the show today.
They knew.
Shout out to Maggie and shout out to Aubrey.
Yes, yes.
Hey.
Represent for Black It Up.
Black it up.
Hey.
Chlorophyll, bitch.
No, but seriously, shout out to Alicia for this.
Yeah.
Thanks, Alicia.
Thanks, Alicia.
So we officially have to do our introduction.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. So, hey, y'all. I'm Aubrey.
Times Maggie.
And we are the creators of Black It Up.
Hey. Drop a bomb on it.
You know what? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so much, first thing, for coming to the show. We appreciate it. So can y'all let everybody know who y'all are, what y'all do, the whole biography?
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, like we just told you guys, we are the creators of Black It Up. And what we do is elevate the vibe and culture of Black people. So one of the things that we do, we sell apparel. It's a reach one, teach one vibe. We created everything authentically. You have to check us out and check out the logo. I'm gonna let my partner break it down one time for you guys. So
Yes, so absolutely, like she just said, we elevate the vibe and mind of Black culture, African spirituality, and Black empowerment. Our label is called Black It Up. Our logo itself, Black, is all symbolic, and that's representative of the ancient Egyptians, of how they used to write in hieroglyphics. So if you look at our logo, I know we're kind of like in the cyber world right now, but we're taping though, right?
Yeah, we live right now too.
we're live.
Shout out to the live.
Okay.
Go ahead, show me y'all merch.
Right.
Show me y'all merch.
So she got the shirt on right now. So if you're looking, the B, put the hat up. All right, so there we go. So all the letters are representative. Our B stands for number 13, which is transformation. The L is 2 daggers for the African warriors. The A is a pyramid where the pharaohs laid to rest. The Eye of Horus for power. The C is a crescent moon. It's the silver alchemy sign, also for femininity. Also, the K is 3 components. We have the bamboo stick, which is for good luck. We have the feather, which is for freedom, and also the elephant truck, which is for wisdom. So with our logo, you have no choice but to feel powerful, but to feel royalty when you put on our merchandise.
most deaf,
Yes.
Felt that shit? Dog it.
Yeah. We move with intention.
I know, feel it.
Yeah, so even our release date, our 1-year anniversary was yesterday when we came out last year. Yes, thank you. So we came out 3/23 last year, and that's the day Marcus Garvey came into America for the first time. So we move with attention. Everything that we do, we think about. It's a lot of non-thinkers. It's a lot of people that follow the leader, but we are the leaders. We are the new thought leaders. So we're changing the narrative on what that looks like, for sure.
That's so powerful. Everybody just that was energy.
That's what I'm talking about.
For sure.
Oh yeah, we trying to bring the vibes up.
Man, nothing less.
So, what year do y'all get started again? What year was that? So last year you guys started, right?
Right,
Yeah.
That
that
when you
was
officially launched. So
Right.
how long did it take you guys to get everything hooked up together and everything planned out and
Oh man, it took a minute. So
Yeah.
I want to say we started planning and thinking about it the spring before, So
Yeah.
19 is when we made it official. We
That's
went on
dope.
ahead and made it official. And by the time 2020 hit, we had everything together as far as the merchandise, and we had our mind right. But we had to make sure we did everything, to the best of our ability. Yeah, we were new and fresh, but the respect that we have for black people, it needs to be reflected in what we have. So, we take that to the high degree. You know what I'm saying? It's about unity and, like I said, spreading a good message and connecting with good people, man.
Oh, yeah.
You and I,
And it's interesting because once upon a time, I used to work at Cleveland Clinic, and I just hated the vibe there. I hated how I was being treated. I hated the racism. I hated being called in HR. I hated for being discriminated against, for wearing head wraps, for being unapologetically black. And I just came home one day and I was like, yo, some shit has got to change. That was unladylike of me for cursing, but excuse me.
Hey, you had
but
to do
some
what you had to do.
shit really had to change, okay? And I was just like, what can we do? What can we do? Like, what's easy, And then we was like, okay, like, we can sell clothes, but it's just like, okay, what type of clothes and what are we even going to name our brand and logo? So we sat out on the back porch and was just like, what are we going to name it?
Yeah.
Why are we doing this? What is the why? Why? And it was like black people, black empowerment, black unity. And it was just like black, black, black. And it's just like, why don't we just name it black? And it was like, black is one of my favorite color. So why not? And also to black it up because the society that we live in is white as fuck. So we're just here to black it the fuck up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the story behind that. And ever since then, our move was to work with all black people, but we had to be realistic with some things. And, right now, some people are getting their stuff together. So, but our intention overall is to work with black people.
Yeah.
Before we search out any white person, any non-black person, we always to check to see if there's a black person doing it first.
Yep, we come to you guys first.
That's
for sure. That's for sure.
Move.
And we don't never take our eyes off of it neither. You feel me? So we always keep that in the perspective. Like, okay, now we see what we need, what we like. Okay, let me go find the next person. You know what I'm saying? When that person pop up, for sure, we gonna link up for real.
Absolutely.
And in this moment, I just want to say, peace and blessings, because everything that came about is from our ancestors, man. Our whole
for sure.
journey has been guided through our ancestors. You see our symbolism and everything is resonated through the ancestors. They speak through us. So that's we put that energy towards them. That's why we here. You feel me? Like, we went the clothes route because right now we're living in an age with so much information. It's easy to see somebody with a piece on and be like, man, what's up? You learn something from that. Then that person could drop a gem on you. Every time we send a merchandise, we send a card. We teach you.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
Here.
what it's about, man.
Here.
That's pretty dope. I love everything y'all stand for. Like I said, I've been following y'all Instagram for like about almost a year now, and it's been pretty dope. Yeah. I've been following them, I think, since probably in the fall time, and I just noticed the consistency of everything. I was like, I love the culture of their brand. And I was like, gotta get on the show so I can find out more about what y'all do. And I love everything y'all do.
Yes.
Definitely that y'all just explained it too. It just felt when they was talking
it's moving.
Yeah. So
how did you two meet?
Oh yeah. Well, like she just said, the ancestors brought us together. I think when we ask for certain things, the universe is listening. So when we give our time, our energies, our frequencies, our vibrations, the divine Mother, Father, Creator, our ancestors, Mother Nature is listening. So they will always find a way to bring the right people together.
Say that shit.
As they should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I absolutely love the fact that y'all have taken the time to be organized. Y'all have taken the time to actually be intentional with it, because with intention comes power. And I see that you guys often, well, you ladies, of course, it's a but
It's okay.
y'all ladies are really out here doing a damn thing. Like when y'all speak with intention, y'all speak with power, and then like y'all got the whole room amped up just by expressing y'all dreams. And naturally, we gonna support y'all just because of the fact that y'all support yourself equally. Like it's fire. I fucks with it so much, and even like I'm on live right now, like they fucking with y'all too.
Oh, that's what's up. And we fucking with y'all too because we love good energy. Excuse me. We love good energy. We love excuse me, good energy, good vibrations, good people, and genuine people, and just the vibe. As soon as we came out, when Justin came out, he was just like, "Hi, I'm Justin." Shook our hand. You know, as soon as Zaire came down, just good vibes, and we don't always encounter that all the time. You know, sometimes it just takes a lot. Always being the energy in the room, and then you have just the leeches. But when everybody is bringing something, it's just so elevated. It's dope. So we thank you for having us on the Lavish Journey.
I'm about to cry, y'all.
Damn.
Bust a tear out real quick.
Cheers to these ladies.
Cheers. Chlorophyll cheers.
Okay, I'll bring the chlorophyll.
You good?
Yes, honey. Yes, honey.
I want that little more of that chlorophyll.
Oh, you fucking with it now.
Some more now.
Okay.
You feeling elevated. Okay.
So if y'all listening and not watching, shout out to Alicia from the Venus Exchange. But she left behind some chlorophyll, and I was hesitant to try it. Some chlorophyll water, and it's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
It's nice and refreshing. You get some energy. It may be counteractive with the wine that we drinking, but the intention behind it is made with love. So always.
Yeah. Well, thank y'all for the beautiful introduction about y'all brand and what y'all do and everything. And sorry, we're passing around the chlorophyll.
Pass around that chlorophyll. I need a shot of that.
So today's word of the day is garden. The reason why I thought that word is because I was at Edgewater Park today, and I was like, oh my God, this is the best time to grow a garden because it's springtime. You know, the sun has been out. It's been raining a little bit with it. So, yeah. And that's why I thought of the word, you know. And that's the word day. So
Justin be psychic without even knowing because, like, as y'all know, spring equinox just passed. So everything that y'all have had settle into the dirt, everything that y'all wanted to think about planning, everything y'all wanted to manifest, now is the time to execute it. Pisces was the season of dreaming of the absolute. And now it's time to maintain it. So please encourage yourself, encourage your friends, encourage everyone around you to just keep fucking pushing, okay? Because it ain't over with. We got a lot of time here on Earth, y'all, and it's time for us to get busy.
Exactly. Yes. Just like Brother Kaba said, it ain't over till we win.
Okay.
Okay. Straight up.
Ain't that right? That's true.
I love to see it, y'all. I love to see it.
So what's today's quote today, Brother Freedom?
All right. This is a quote actually from their Instagram page.
Oh.
Man, shout
Surprise,
out to you
motherfuckers.
too. Yeah, you didn't think I was looking.
All right.
Got my eye on you.
Right.
So the quote is, "Black women will always be too loud for a world that never intended on listening to them." So, having these black women at this table, what is something that you need to share with the world?
Well, I would bring it back to the ancestors. I think the ancestors don't get enough credit. I think the ancestors are waiting for us to connect with them so they can help us. I recently we were on 2 interviews, and both times for the news, and both times that we had mentioned the ancestors, they cut it out and didn't even mention them. I don't know well, I'm sure a lot of people feel like it's taboo to speak about them, but they have been transformational in my elevation. I started uplifting them last year in April. And
break it down one time. What that mean? You was uplifting them.
Okay, so uplifting them means that I built an ancestor altar. I set it up. I got all my ancestors together, got all the tools that I needed, and every single day I go and talk to them. I change their water. I feed them. I really connect with them. I really had to learn about my ancestors, and you know, I wasn't into the Bible and Christianity, but my ancestors were, I'm sure. Ones that recently have passed away and the ones that are unknown. So I then got into reading the Bible every single day. I used to just be like, the Bible, Christianity, no. But the Bible is so enlightening, you know, and when you really figure out that the Bible is not what is meant, what is normally put out there to be, is more science, it's more history, and it's astrology is so powerful. It's so everything. You know, when you don't take it in its literal sense and really take your time and read the Bible and look up these words that you don't know what they mean, it changed the whole meaning and the whole direction of what you're reading and how you're comprehending that. But anyways, just doing that and connecting with them. I talk to them like they my homies, and I didn't go right in asking them for stuff. I really built that connection and bond with them and sit with them. And when I have questions, I just ask them, and every single thing that I had questions about, they have showed me the way. They have showed me the answers. They really have been my guiding light. And just that time with them, you know, our ancestors are embedded in our DNA. Absolutely. Like they are a part of us. If it wasn't for them, we would not be here. Through their resilience, being that they went through what they went through, for you to be here today says a lot. So to not even say thank you is lightweight disrespectful, you know, and we are going to become ancestors. Will we not want our family to talk to us and to ask us for guidance and to uplift us? I mean, so we just have to make it a little bit more normalized in what that is, you know, and teach our kids with that, you know.
Yeah. Like you said, it can be taboo at times, and it's not to be disrespectful towards any other religion, because we have a great appreciation for the religions. That's why we read the books. That's why we gain the understanding. You understand what I'm saying? I couldn't think on this level or be who I am if it wasn't for my parents going through that journey. You know what I'm saying? They showed a light that we wouldn't be able to realize unless they did what they did. They sacrificed a lot. So, you know what I mean? So when we say that, it's just the utmost respect for that sacrifice. You feel me? But back to what you said about women being in a world, you know what I mean, and kind of muted to a certain degree. It's like we're kind of in the shadows of a lot of people, and men specifically. And this is never, ever any shade towards the black man, because here at Black It Up, we love the black man. You know what I mean? We definitely appreciate it. It's all love. But yeah, it's about uplifting one another, and neither one of us should be standing in each other's shadow. You understand what I'm saying? I see your greatness, you know, and I'm here to uplift you. The black woman has always been there for the black man throughout history. Always been there. No matter how hard, no matter what you did, they have always been there. You understand what I'm saying? And at this point in time, it's like we're just kind of looking for that to be reciprocated on a higher level, because a lot of black women are hurt and black men are hurt too. We got to learn how to love each other. You know what I mean? It don't always have to be under the context, oh, I'm dating you, so I got to treat you a particular way. No, man, I can see you my friend, I'm gonna talk to you, you need a shoulder to cry on. It don't have to, you know, it don't have to be that way. You understand? So just kind of changing the narrative when it comes to showing love to one another too. But I do feel like society put a mute on the black woman. The black woman is the one woman on earth that get the most shade, in a sense, you feel me, by everybody, by the black man, by the other races to a certain degree. It's a lot of negativity even amongst the women, amongst each other. It's a lot of self-hate and things of this nature. So you know, I just feel like we need to find our voices. We are here to heal. Everybody has, I don't know one person who touched this earth that didn't come from a woman.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, we are
natural healers, yes, the first teachers.
We are the first teacher. The babies come to us because we nurture. Our body is able to nurture. You know what I mean? And it's not one is better than the other. This is just our differences. And we just need to respect one another and our differences, you know? And that's just how I feel about that.
You better say that.
For sure.
Say that.
For sure.
Yeah, true.
That's all. It's all love, man.
Wow.
Y'all encompassed a lot of stuff. That was very, very powerful. I'm so happy that y'all are able to vocalize it, because a lot of people do need to hear that, for sure. One of the things that I realized, especially being in a male-dominant industry, I'm a barber. So a lot of times I find myself having to not only keep up with trying to compete with female barbers, I don't even like the term female barbers because that just takes me and puts me in this box. That means I can't compete with the greats. And so someone came to me not too long ago. They're like, oh, you know, you're a female barber? I'm like, no, I'm a barber. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm doing the same thing everybody else is doing. And a lot of times I had talked to one of my friends and he was just like, yeah, you should use sexual appeal to get your clients. And I'm like, why do I have to do that? Why do I have to expose myself in that manner where my talents, if people respected a woman in this industry enough, they'd be like, hey, let me show you something. Let me get you hip to something. Let me teach you something. You know what I'm saying? As they would do their homies. So a lot of times us being a black woman specifically, we have a lot of dominance. We have a lot of dominance in our energy, and a lot of people are offended by how powerful we come off. We come off as powerful because of the fact that we know what we're doing. We know what we know exactly. We're observant, we're nurturing, we're able to tend to the things that people overlook on a day-to-day basis. And when we point it out, when we're executing because ain't nobody else gonna do it, everybody like, why she got an attitude? Like, no, honey, like, I'm doing this because this is what I've been guided to do. And a lot of the things that I feel like I am silenced in as a black woman would particularly be let me go down my list real quick. I guess primarily in regards to, I guess I don't really feel comfortable with, if I share my trials and tribulations with anyone, I don't want you to meet me with your problems. Let's take a moment to acknowledge that I came with an issue altogether. So if I sit here and say, oh, well, you know, I stubbed my toe because you left your Lego on the floor. Well, you know, remember that time back in the day when such and such, and versus making a black woman feel like she can be nurtured versus always being a nurturer. So it's like we often find ourselves constantly having to nurture that we don't even know what it feels like to be nurtured. So we have this mentality of, oh, you know what? I gotta do it myself. I do it myself. Like, you know, our mamas was always doing that. And so it's just the learning how to be more vulnerable is like, I think, something that's important.
Absolutely.
What about you fellas? What you guys think about that
Ooh,
statement?
you took what I was gonna say. Go ahead, Justin.
Go ahead, Frida.
You know, you look. I seen them lips quivering. You was ready, boy. Go ahead.
Okay, so what was the question though?
Oh my lord.
That was the question. Go ahead.
What do we have to say to black women? Maybe like, you know, with some.
Black women is dope. Obviously.
Bless you.
Bless
that's
you.
what was coming from. Bless you.
What do I have to say? Black women are dope. You know, obviously, majority of my network is black women. You know what I mean? So they're
we love Justin James, y'all.
They're obviously the backbone. Like if you go on lavishjourney.com and go see a lot of sisters on there. You know. So I already know y'all dope. I already know y'all dope and y'all living it. I don't know. I can't really say too much about it. Y'all just successful as fuck right now. Y'all doing y'all thing, and I feel like just need to keep going. Of course, it's going to be hard in, like, you know, the corporate America world. They always try to test black people in general. But I know the women, it must be 10 times harder because I know somebody personally that's going through it. But only thing I want to say is though, y'all doing it though. Y'all are y'all doing it. I don't know. I can't even sugarcoat nothing else. Y'all doing it so
elegantly.
Keep doing it.
Flawless.
Thank you. And one thing I'm sorry. What you about to say?
Go ahead.
I'll wait till after you say it.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to say this because this is always on my mind, and I always say this. Maybe not out to the public, but I'm always thinking this: like, black women are the real bag. And what is a total mind fuck to me is, and I'm gonna use the Kardashians as an example. Is like it's totally a mind fuck because
you were speaking.
Yeah, because it's just I can't even wrap my mind around how the Kardashians really monetize off black culture. They all date black men. We all know, like, of course people can say like a hairstyle don't belong to a black person, a style doesn't, but the essence, we all know that essence that black people, that black women have, and the Kardashians just take it and they take it like their style, dating the men, the culture, how they talk, the beauty industry, just everything with their friends, the music that they listen to. And then you have black women looking at these white women, because they're not black, so they're white, looking at these black women imitate or have this personification of a black woman, knowing like they're not black, but these black women looking at white women pretending to be black, and then these black women trying to be like white women trying to be black. So essentially you got these white women selling back to you your blackness.
Ooh,
so
say it again.
You have white women selling back to you your blackness to where now you're trying to be more black, to where you're already naturally black, but you're trying to become even more black. You're trying to get lip injections. You're trying to make your butt bigger. You're trying to
adjust
have this
the blackness so it's appropriate for like European culture at this point.
Being that they're not even black, and now it's a modernized. I don't call it blackface. I call it a brown face, because what they do, they use makeup. They use makeup to make themselves more browner, to use bronzer, and to that tint.
So people don't know what their ethnicity really is.
Yeah, but it gives them a tan, a hue. Like, okay, maybe you could be a light-skinned black woman. That's how much makeup they're using. And then you have these black women looking at them, trying to idolize them,
and lighten their skin.
Exactly, skin bleaching and manipulate the wigs.
The blonde hair. I'm like, why y'all got blonde hair?
Yeah, it's the strangest thing to me, and I just really can't even believe like we're in this stage right now where reality shows, where these celebrities, where these IG quote unquote models are selling back to you your blackness that you already have. You are the bag, and they steal everything from you, but yet they're the ones that profit. Like they say, they want your rhythms but don't want the blues.
I want to insert into that too, because I often go to the beauty store, and one of the things that I noticed, one of the coolest things that I use for my there's women on Instagram who hustle, and they black. So if somebody's doing stitch braids, they have this little stitch thing where they can buy it. These women are hustling off their website, and those perk combs, they're very special because they help with braids. Like, the moment that these beauty stores get whiff of it, they not only mass produce it, but they mass produce it cheaply. So they're constantly selling it. Oh, it broke, I'm gonna go get another one. They sit it right at their front counter. And then the thing is, they undercut the women who actually make money. They don't even give them any type of profit, and it's a very stressful thing, because it's always been a continuous cycle in our community, because of the fact that Asians and Arabs have always been in control of our hair stores. Okay,
it makes no sense. And then they're not even using real hair all the time. They're using animal hair. They're literally using horse hair. Like, that has been like a cliche. That's but they really are using horse hair. Like, they are using the dead hair that is on salon floors, sweeping it up and making weave off of it. You know, we support the Asians, but since when have you ever seen an Asian person in the hood give back to the community? You have never seen them doing a school drive. You have never seen them doing anything for our community that they have the bulletproof windows up against. Even the Arab men there, even with Danny's
But now
Beauty.
we need to stand in solidarity with the Asians now.
Okay. Yeah, stop Asian hate. Okay, but
I feel bad for y'all, but where was y'all at?
Yeah.
This past year before that, these past
decades.
decades.
In the gym?
Even with Danny's Beauty Supply store, the one that's in East Cleveland, and now they have another one in Garfield. I think it's the most bizarre thing that you have an Arab man selling you fake hair. Why is that? You have a Arab man selling you black hair, essentially. Like, does that make sense for you? You're going to nail salons to where they don't support you. They don't support you. They give nothing back to you. You know, but they
don't even you walking through the door.
They don't. You don't. They don't. And it's just it's so bizarre to me. It's so bizarre.
Your money.
Thirsty get that money though.
Yeah.
And I think it's valuable that we do support black businesses and all of that, though. As much as we will sit here and rant about it, please support black businesses. Do not ask for discounts. Don't ask for family discounts. I had a woman who asked me, I did a photo shoot for her. I've done a bunch of stuff for her. She was like, I need a family discount. But I saw her spend $500 on someone who was Asian. And I'm like,
you motherfucker.
I
would say
right.
And it's just like, when you support people who are really trying to get it out the mud by themselves, please make sure that you're intentional with it, because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, when you're an entrepreneur in any aspect, whether you're selling clothes, whether you are building your hair business, whether you are doing production, you are out here by yourself. Yes. This is determining whether or not you eat or you don't.
Yes,
and it's so important to support these singular businesses, because at the end of the day, this is what's going to start to circulate the money in our community. Exactly. We have to build those businesses. We have to build those partnerships. We have to build those friendships, just so that we can make sure that, oh yeah, I know such and such. And that's why I love the Lavish Journey too, because at the end of the day, you be having so many people on here. I'm like, oh my gosh, how do you know such and such? How you know such and such? How you know? And
just connect people.
Connect, right?
That's what we do.
It's important, y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all brother. Love y'all sister. And that's
and importantly, love y'all. Yourself.
Ooh. That's what art
starts with. Okay. 2 steps. Yeah, that's the key though, for real. Self-love. Because once you love self, you love everything.
Everything.
You can't give it until you start. You gotta start.
You gotta start with yourself. But most importantly, you have to know who you are.
Ooh, and that ties right back into ancestry, right?
It does. It does.
Exactly.
For the most part, the first, if someone was to ask you, what is your name? Usually the response is, usually when a person asks you, who are you? The first thing you would say is your name. But you are not your name. No. You are much more deeper than that. But a lot of people, again, don't know who they are. They don't know what makes them happy. They don't know what makes them sad. They don't know their childhood traumas. They don't know why they act the way that they act. They don't understand any of that. Mm-hmm. They don't even know their passion. And it makes sense that if they don't know their passion, they don't know their purpose, and that's why they're lost.
And they don't know how to create.
They don't know how to create. People don't know how to sit down and be quiet and think. That is one of the most biggest things, that we don't know how to think. In the school system, we weren't even taught to think. We were told what to think. We weren't told or taught how to actually sit down and critical think about different situations. So it really just takes a lot of time. Most times when you ask a person, what is your purpose? What is the one thing that you could do for the rest of your life if you could never get paid for it? What would that be? And a lot of people are silent because they don't know.
Travel.
I ask this question all the time. If anybody knows me, if anybody has been in this experience with me, I will always ask, if you didn't have to worry about time or money, what would you be doing? And people will say traveling. People will say reading a book. People will say create. And then that's when you get to identify these people's true passion, because at the end of the day, that means that this person has thought that out. There is the book, The 4 Agreements. I've always talked about the 4 Agreements. Coming into this world, you don't have any obligations, but then people often, it starts with your parents and it starts with the schools. Your parents will tell you, hey, like, you need to act this way, you need to move this way, you need to be this way. What you're doing right now is not applicable to how you're going to be able to fit into the world. The schools tell you even more that you're not supposed to be yourself. And then when you hit your 20s, you like, what the fuck?
None of this shit makes sense. Why the hell I take that class, man? But for sure, man. That's
part of the programming.
That's that matrix right there.
That's what we were talking about last week. That's the matrix. But something I want to say to black women, because I'm a papa. And shout out to ZZ Ma, you feel me? So one thing I want to say is I love black women. Being a father, having a daughter, you just appreciate things in a new light. You start to understand that reflection of yourself. We have the same mole in the same spot. I'm like, damn, we good. You feel me? I just be admiring her. I'm like, you're just like me. You feel me? So you appreciate life in a different fashion. Me, I grew up in a household filled with strong black women. My grandfather was the male, but it's a alpha right behind or right next to him, and that's my grandmother. You feel me? Then it's my mom. You feel me? And so I've always had a higher appreciation, love for you all.
We love you too, Freedom.
And the relationships that I got into, whether they were boyfriend, girlfriend, or just friends, situationships, all of them, I learned. Black women were the ones who got me on my spiritual journey. I didn't learn that from any black men. They didn't teach me, this is saging. Oh, we're going to balance your chakras. We're going to meditate.
That's true.
What's ground? Take your socks off. You in the sand. Take that shit off. You feel me? Like, they really implemented a new spirit within me, one that's been there, but they just helped cultivate it and just let it flourish within me. So that appreciation from every black woman I've ever met. The relationship might have been toxic in its own ways, but the love that was just genuine in a different way to my spirit, you know, really helped me to be freedom, you know, really identify who I am as a black man. So
I love it.
One thing I will just say to my black brothers out there is take that time to appreciate, you know, not just the pussy, not just the we kick it, you know, who is that black woman to you? You know, what does she do for you on a consistent basis? Not cooking food, you know, how does she speak to you? How does she nurture you? And
Does she remind you to change your sheets on your bed?
Yeah, you know, them pissy drawers, you know, the baby throw them out. Go get some hands. That's nasty.
When's the last time you bought underwear? Like, how do you feel about yourself today?
And she still love your dirty ass, you know? So I'm just saying.
And that is true right there. That's 100.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody really.
Nobody really. A man would have been left. Get me out this car. So that's one thing I just want to say, you know, to our brothers out there. Learn to appreciate, you know, your friends, not just look at them as objects. You know, we've taken on this European toxic trait of looking at our women as an object, you know, to use and abuse at our will, how we want to use them, you know, instead of being like, let me sit down, like you said, and just think, you know, what has my mom, my auntie, my cousin, my sister, my friends, you know, who are these magnificent beings done for me within this lifetime? And I've done that. I just sat down and was like, damn, so much shit I've learned from all of you all. You know, even right now. And I'm still learning on a consistent basis from the black woman. That's the journey. So just sit and meditate on that, y'all.
All right.
So I love y'all.
I appreciate that. I appreciate hearing that too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men, you know what I'm saying? We don't get a chance to hear a lot of men speak their mind to that degree or that respect. You feel me? So
so much vulnerability.
I love it. I can respect that. Me too. I appreciate it for sure.
It feels very warm in here.
I do want to share, coming from a black woman, a lot of times I feel like I personally can see that when we talk our shit to our black men, it's not to belittle you. It's not to make you feel emasculate. It's not to take away from whatever power that you have within yourself. But these are the things that we see that we need in our divine masculine counterpart. Yes. So if I tell you that, hey, in order for this to work, I would like to see A, B, C, D, that doesn't mean that you're any less than whatever it is that you have. I want you to want better for yourself. I want you to elevate. I want you to be the best version that you are. I want to push you further than your mama did. Your mama did it. I want to push you further. I want you to be able to push yourself further. So even if all the women on the world die, y'all at least know how to make spaghetti or something.
Cooking is essential. That's an essential need. For real. Cooking is.
I seen a movie about that before.
What, cooking?
No, that
the red spaghetti.
No. All the women on the world were becoming extinct. So the government kidnapped them.
Take me out.
The government kidnapped all the women who were able to still produce, and so it was just all men existing. And so this one woman was like existing, and it was like a commodity, basically a hot commodity.
Was this the Asian culture?
No. It was this black dude and this like kind of like Arab woman who was in this movie. It was on Netflix. I don't remember the name. I'm sorry, y'all.
Is it the vaccine? I'm just playing. Controversy. I'm done.
Controversy sales.
Your views is going to skyrocket. Talk about clickbait. Clickbait.
Shout out to Chameleon.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. My phone died.
Oh.
Sorry, y'all.
Is it charger over here? Yeah. Here's
I need it. No. Go ahead.
Hold on, y'all. We got to find Nia Kai charger.
Y'all told me to do that. Yeah. I was only just putting. I was on Instagram Live.
Right
oh wow, that's actually a long card.
Now where's that cord going to though?
To you.
To you.
All right, go ahead.
Under you.
Got it.
I'm gonna go around this side, and you loop and pull, and then your shoes are looking good.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. We trying to find this cord.
You go over the front, left to right, loop.
We got it. All right, we got it. Okay, y'all. So, since we was talking about food for a hot second, earlier we was talking about different herbs and everything, and y'all was talking about the blue lotus flower.
That's
now, y'all know about that? Hell.
I mean, I know about the lotus flower, but the blue lotus flower.
Oh yeah, blue lotus. Yeah, I've been trying to get people on hip them up to this real quick. But anyway, we always go to the herb store.
Yeah.
We buy herbs for all types of spiritual reasons, for healing, for tea. So we had went and we had got like this psychedelic tea. It had like 7 different herbs in it. You know what I'm saying? And,
We love a good
the
psychedelic.
one that was at the top was the blue lotus flower, and I was just hip to it because I be looking at a lot of stuff, and it was used in the ancient days, and people would use it like you could smudge it, you could smoke it. You know what I'm saying? You could
toke it.
You can
Get it all types of ways.
you get like I said, you can put it in your tea and you can drink it. Now, the one thing about the blue lotus flower, it's not a psychedelic like shrooms. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't start hallucinating. It don't put you in that vibe. It kind of creates a clarity. Most of the time we do it, we about to journal. We about to think about some high level stuff. You know what I'm saying? We about to create some shit like
You in tune.
we in tune. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of cut through. Like, so I didn't see people. And I have myself too, kind of mix it with other components for real. Like, you can mix it. Some people mix it with weed. You know what I'm saying? Some people mix it with mugwort.
Can you make it to tea?
Mugwort, I've heard so many good things about mugwort.
Yeah, the
mugwort
mugwort
is
is
the truth.
Now, what's mugwort? Hey, hold on.
It's the same.
Hold on, player. I just
Hold on,
got
wait,
to
one second,
chlorophyll.
one
What's good?
Let's finish the blue flower thing real quick.
Oh,
What's it called?
yeah.
The blue
Lotus.
The blue
Blue
lotus.
lotus
Blue
flower.
So let's say if I want to get in my creative zone, would that be good if I mix in some tea? Or make some tea?
Yeah, man. That's perfect. It still it has the same effect, man. But like I said, even if you smoke it, because you know how people burn sage or whatever, you can do the same thing with this. But it kind of creates a clarity. I can't really explain.
It's a eureka moment.
Yeah, like you just see things clearly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
you got the other effects. Like, she was just about to tell you about the mugwort, because you know what I'm saying. We used to burn it at night for real, because it helps with lucid dreaming. You know what I'm saying? So we'll burn the mugwort, but you can smoke the mugwort as well.
Now,
So
what's
we
the
mix the two.
mugwort?
It's just another herb. It's a flower that they dry. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you see the sage, it look about the same.
Yeah.
Because y'all's getting hype about mugwort. So
I've heard
what
great
is
things
that
about it.
for? Like,
Yeah, man. Most of the time, like I said, when we would burn it, we'd do it at night, though. You know what I'm saying? For like lucid dreaming and stuff like that.
What?
So it helps
Yeah.
with create lucid dreams.
I need that.
Yeah, so we just put them all together for real. And
Yeah.
So
let
I
it
have a
do its thing.
question.
Mugwort.
Does your diet play a huge part in the herbs that you take in? What's the diet that you guys partake in?
Maybe. I mean, we don't eat meat or cheese. I mean, we're pretty much vegan. So that may have something to do with it.
The vessel is split.
Yeah. And even, if we don't include the Mary Jane within our mix, with the mugwort and the blue lotus, you're still able to feel a good effect.
Yeah, you can even put it in a hookah. You feel me?
The
Damn,
hookah, yeah.
we love a good hookah song.
Okay.
We should have a show like
Come
that.
on,
You
yeah.
feel
You
me?
know
Put
what?
it on the table.
What's up? I
Stay
can
tuned.
bring one.
Right. Make sure we come.
Welcome to the Lavish
Fly
Journey.
through.
Oh, okay. We're gonna get something together.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
That sounds like a part 2 coming soon.
Oh yeah, y'all love it,
Birdman
man.
hands.
I love y'all.
Everything
100.
from the earth, it's literally made to make sure that we continuously stay grounded. And I think that's where my journey is. The fact that you start speaking about your ancestors and how you created an altar, that's actually where I'm at in my journey right now.
Yeah.
So I'm learning how to, this is my first time having a space to myself. So I'm learning how to create an altar.
Okay.
And I'm learning how to connect with them. I did my whole family tree and I'm like, this shit ain't help. Where y'all at?
Yeah.
The first night I decided to set up an altar. I just had a seashell stone. I had my crystals there. I had a sound bowl and basically some sage with it. And I had set out some wine because I'm like, well, shit, I like wine a lot. So maybe they like wine a lot.
Them libations. Yeah, for sure. And that's interesting because we're coming out with a line. It's called Uplift Your Roots. So that's our spiritual line. So we're catering to the ancestors to help people connect more with their ancestors and to set that up. Our toolkit includes everything that you need to set up your ancestor altar. All you need is the table. But we include everything for you so you can start that day to be with your ancestors.
See, what's so crazy though, when that happened to me, I end up getting a badass bruise on my leg. And I stay near a cemetery. So I don't know if it was from them or like they was like, where your ass been at? And so I've been trying to
air out your space.
I did. That's,
did you use it with the sage or did you?
I did.
So
So
I
I
want to do the Palo Santo stick.
Oh, I love
it's a
Palo
better.
Santo.
I've heard about
Yeah.
those.
No,
Palo
it smells
Santo.
so good.
It's a smudge.
Enlighten me on all this stuff. I don't know what none of this stuff is. I'm about to say it on my phone.
It's like sage. It's to clear
what is it?
negativity
It's stronger.
within your stronger. Okay, to clear out the negativity in your space, and especially once we get new things, especially depending on where we get it from, we sage it, we smudge it with the Palo Santo, with the sage, just to get rid of any negative energy, any energy that whoever may have touched it, whoever manufactured it, what they may have, because it goes deep.
Yeah.
Because with the things that we buy, it has touched so many hands, and we don't
Intention
know.
is important.
We don't know what you've been through. We don't know what attention
That
you put
energy
on that.
transfer.
And then we bring it
Never
into
destroy
our
the
home.
Yeah,
We can't allow that. So we try to get
yeah.
rid of
Yeah,
any
yeah.
type of negativity.
Yeah, and with that in particular, because it's kind of like sacred,
Yeah.
that stick in particular, because even once the tree die, it has to sit for like 4 years
No, shit.
before they even break it off and allow you to even smudge
Wow.
it. So it's very, very, you know what I'm saying?
Wow,
It's,
that's different.
It's like the wine
They
of
take the
trees.
It
time.
is.
Yeah, that's different.
And the smell of it, like, it's like no
Oh,
other. But another
it's
thing,
so
when you do
sweet.
that, when you smudge or do anything like that, you need to open the door or crack a window, because you need to have an
energy.
exit for that energy. to
That's the
get
first
out.
thing
I
I
always
did. The
do that.
only thing
Always.
is,
Yeah.
I have a symmetry where I opened up my window. As soon as I open my window, I see a symmetry, like
Yes.
just right there. So I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in front of Lakeview Cemetery, so I know all about that. You feel me? I used to be a lot of spirits around, I'm sure, man. But I think it's important. Your ancestors to show you the way. They really want to see your consistency.
I just felt like I was
so-
definitely protected then, because I knew that the bruise could have been worse, and I felt like that was just a sign that they were showing me, like, hey, we got you, because it was gonna be some shit going on, and you was sleep, honey. I'm like, okay, thank you, I appreciate it. I don't know what's going on, but thank you.
Yeah, and the mere thought that you even came up with that whole perception, that whole scenario, that's them talking to and through you. So
Yeah.
trust in that.
You pick up
That
energy
is
everywhere you
trust
go.
in
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah,
They
for
call
sure.
it spirits
Trust
for a
in that.
reason. You feel me?
Yeah.
Spirits
Yes.
hang out
I
at the
tell
liquor
people
store.
that.
You feel me?
Negative and
And that
positive.
wine
At
is
the
on
club.
point. My dad make homemade wine, and,
Okay,
and when he
Shout
made
him
it,
out.
you know, I got,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Hey, my dad,
Pass the wine.
Moses, you feel me? One
His name
time,
is Moses.
the daughter of
One time,
Moses,
one
you
time,
feel
one
me?
time.
But
Okay,
yeah,
spreading
man,
waters.
it definitely, it definitely worked, man. But
Yeah.
just to have his father
Yeah.
on there, and then when I put something that he made on there, you understand that energy? You just creating an energy.
Yeah.
For real.
It's a
You understand
cycle.
what
No,
I'm
do they
saying?
still sell wine? They still sell wine?
He don't necessarily sell it. He just make
Oh,
it
he
in
make
the back.
it. Oh, I was about to say we buy a bottle.
Yeah.
I'm about to ask like,
I'm about to say that's some good
Can we
shit.
get a bottle?
You feel me? He we grew up.
I got excited.
We got $10.
I was like, she was like to make wine.
Man, I told him to teach me how to make it, so this summer I'll be making some wine.
Hey,
We'll
we be in
come
contact.
here.
Yep.
Yep.
You feel me? And when I
Okay.
make a bottle,
sure.
I'll come through. You know what I'm saying?
Promote
I'll
it.
bring a nice
Yeah.
bottle one
Yeah.
time.
Hey, keep making it. We'll get you selling.
Shout out Shout out to all the black-owned winemakers.
Yes, man.
I went to
Yeah.
an art show in Mayfield, and they had black-owned winemakers. They did a Basquiat presentation. Shout out to Zeke. All these people were just out here, and the wine tastes good, y'all. I was definitely impressed. It was sweet too. I'm like, okay, then. Y'all do your thing.
I got a question for y'all. What do you dream? No, what do you dream your life will be like in 10 years?
Whatever I want it to be.
What do you, I'm gonna say
I
it
like
again.
that.
What do you dream your life will be like in 10 years?
Well, that's easy for me. For 10 years, I hope to be well into my marriage, to have children, to have several homes, not only in America, but across seas, definitely in Africa, to be a multimillionaire, to be more of a philanthropist, to be elevating my people, to be giving back, to be wiser, to be more knowledgeable, and to be living in my purpose and my passion.
Definitely with the funds, I definitely know that the check will be there. You know what I'm saying? I know the money will be there, but it's really about what I'm gonna be doing with my time. But like even what she said with the philanthropy and giving back, that is like high on my radar. I'm trying to run up a check just to cycle the money. You feel me? Like I'm not chasing no money no more. I'm gonna become a magnet. Every money that I get, I pour it into myself.
I am a money
You feel me?
magnet.
Okay. Say that all the time.
So that's where it's at. But the whole thing about it, I just want the freedom to live my life the way I want to wake up every single day without having to hit that clock and just know I'm going to meet somebody new today. I can have an impact on somebody new life. I'm going to learn something from somebody today. You know what I'm saying? You may see me in. You know what I'm saying?
I just heard somebody talking.
Okay, yeah. Oh, shit. Make sure we try. Okay. But yeah, though, that's the biggest thing, though, that freedom. I really just want to live in the present. I want to enjoy each moment like this right now. I don't take it for granted. I'm not thinking too far ahead. I'm not thinking in the past. I'm enjoying y'all right now. You feel me? Thanks. And to wake up every day and know that, and know I ain't got to worry about no money. No, my kids straight. You know what I'm saying? They can live the life, whatever they desire. I'm going to give them the ground, the foundation. But you could do whatever you want to do, man. And that's what's important. I want to be amongst great creators. This is what I want to do in my life.
Yes.
Every day, though,
right?
You feel me? And we making money. Creating a vibe, being authentically us.
And we're not forced to do it either.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's what it's about, man. And I'm definitely gonna be by some beautiful water in a beach and a beautiful scenery out in nature.
I'll be out there.
Yeah.
What's up, girl? Yeah, I'm on your land. You said community time, so this is that time.
So yes. So definitely,
like we said last show, we about to have private islands.
Yes.
Private islands.
Yes, and building real shit with black people. You feel me?
Yes.
Like that got money. That's about this, and putting it out there for the young people to get with it, and they can pursue it as well. So
get even farther.
Yeah, man. So putting some real stuff out here and paying it forward. Hey, one thing I know was like Andrew Carnegie, all the museums is free because he paid it forward. Okay. Now I learned from that. I never knew that, and I never knew anybody until I had read his story that did that. So that's a legacy that I would look forward to because knowledge is power, and I don't want to ever. I want to get all this knowledge because they tearing it up. You see, they going and kill a whole village for the knowledge. You feel me?
Confuse them.
Exactly. So get the knowledge. Make sure that it's protected. And make sure that we can pay it forward and make sure it's accessible to the youth, man, because that's where it's that planting them seeds.
That's for sure. And it's so important. It's so crazy that you say that about Andrew Carnegie because we're philanthropists and we made a donation to the African American Museum in Cleveland, and which was donated by Andrew Carnegie as a library, but it is now owned. Well, the former owner, Ichabod Flewellen, he has since passed away, but it is now the African American Museum, and how important it is for it to be restored. Right now, it needs a whole bunch of renovations. It needs volunteers. It still needs monetary donations. So shout out to the African American Museum in Cleveland. Yes. If you could help out or send any money to it, their Cash App is $ Senegal 2020. But with that, how white people were trying to gain control of the museum. Interestingly, it's just like, why would any white person want to own or have any types of dealings with the African American Museum?
Same reason why they stole everything from everywhere else.
Exactly. So they intentionally go to the museum, try to talk to the directors and the board members to get them to sell them the space so they can be in control of black history, African history, and what and the narrative that they tell us. Like, this is a real thing that is happening in Cleveland by Cleveland people, Cleveland white people that are trying to control our narrative. So it's important to give back to the community, give back to the people.
It's up to us. We gotta set the tone with that. We gotta come back and fix and restore what's been done.
Yeah,
right?
And it makes you look at Killmonger differently too.
I'm about to say.
Oh yeah,
Black Panther.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to look at him as the villain, but he understood where everything was coming from, where he was from. Exactly. So it's like you have to really like, okay, y'all stole my shit and try to sell it back to me.
Exactly. I had a problem with that too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. What about y'all?
Wow.
Where you see yourself at 10?
doing what I want to do. I mean, just honestly, just putting it very simple, just being free, like you said.
Yes.
I really don't want to say this is what I'm going to be doing because I feel like that's limiting myself to a degree because it's like I'm ever changing. You know, I evolve every few seconds in some type of way. You know, one day I want to draw, one day I want to fly. Yeah. So, you feel me? So I think that's why I call myself freedom. It's just speaking that into my life regardless. You know, I call me freedom because it's freedom. Yeah.
All right.
So, freedom has been the word for today. For sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
It should be like a little clicker. How many times we've all said freedom?
Freedom.
Freedom.
You know, we might have to get freedom button. Coming soon. Next show, actually, we can record it on the phone.
Yeah, we can put that on there and drop a bomb on it.
Oh, I didn't drop a bomb in time.
Go ahead, drop a bomb. Drop that bomb.
It's a splash. It's a splash.
So where do you see yourself at in 10 years, Miss Nia Kai?
Yes.
Okay, so whatever I'm doing now, I want it to be amplified by the energy I consistently put in every day by 10. So if y'all look at it from a mathematical standpoint, right? If you was to sit here and add $1 to every day and double it, imagine what happens in a year, right? You end up with millions of dollars. So I want the energy that I put into my dreams to be multiplied in that aspect, whatever it is I determine to do.
That compound effect.
You feel me, right? So like initially it's 3 core things that I want to do. So I want to be able to create generational wealth by linking with my family and being able to create, I guess, residual income. Not I guess. I know residual income.
Okay, you are.
I am. You feel me? Okay.
Yeah.
I am creating residual income with my family. I am creating holistic health centers for the community. I am motherfucking traveling to wherever I please, and that's going to be amplified every year until I turn 36, because I'm 26 now, so that's where I'm going to be at.
I like it.
Big and baggy, all of that shit.
Amplified. I like that word. Yeah. That's a good word. Amplified.
Yes.
10 years. 28 now, I'll be 38. Definitely traveling for a living. That's gonna happen probably within the next year and a half.
Okay, LA.
Yeah, move to LA, of course. But I honestly want to travel for a living, like how you said, it's give and go and get paid for it somehow. How? I don't know.
Right.
I don't need to know.
All you need was the vision, brother. The universe will take care of the rest.
That part.
You're on the right path.
You can do this in other states. Get paid for it.
Yeah.
Some other country. Like talk to these youth.
Hey guys, still to say a few words. You know, be young.
Welcome back to the.
And you can talk about all the places you have been to in your personal experience.
Right.
You know
And you can get paid for it.
Yep.
And you always meet the most eccentric people, so your stories will carry you the longest of ways.
Man.
You're right. So that's the goal. I know it's going to happen. It's taking time, you know.
Yeah.
But that's my ultimate goal. That's what I see myself doing in 10 years.
All right. Patience is a virtue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just got to keep it going.
Yeah.
Keep it going. That was a good question. By the way,
That's a good question.
she wanted to play Cards Against Humanity.
Who knew? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know how to set up though. That's why I'm giving it to you. I mean, whoever that set it up.
All right, I got a question.
Oh, go for it though.
While I get these
Here, I'll do
cards
this while you
together.
do that.
All right.
Oh, I can do the both. You know.
Multitasking,
No.
Gemini. That's okay,
Multitasking.
ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
that's why y'all.
Snap for freedom, y'all. Snap for freedom.
All right, hold on.
Oh, thank y'all for joining me with that. I feel really loved. I was just talking shit. Did you feel that love from all of us?
Oh, I did.
Y'all are funny. I have gratitude for being able to have a place of expression without judgment. I think the Lavish Journey always creates that environment for us, for sure.
It's so fun. I'm having such a good time.
Yeah.
This has probably been, some people might be mad, but this has by far been the best podcast.
Oh my God.
That's so warm. Look
at you. We mushy up
y'all.
here.
I have to tell the
It's a
truth
mushy
here,
Yeah.
but it's been
Yeah.
good though. For
Yeah.
We
Are y'all okay?
appreciate y'all.
Did you cry? Not the chlorophyll water.
You got
Take
a
a
healthy
sip.
pride.
Healthy tear. I'll feed my daughter.
Open your mouth.
Drink this.
Turn your hair sideways.
And you know what though? Ever since I did drink that chlorophyll water, I don't know mentally am I tripping, but it's been I've been feeling like good.
combo
I've
with
been
water.
Yeah,
I've been
it's a good
feeling
combo. For real.
Yeah.
Up.
I was like, maybe I'm just over exaggerating. No, I've been feeling up. Like,
You know what? I don't know if it
Cardi
could
B.
be part chlorophyll, but like everybody has been on high energy. Like we all have came in with the intention of just having a decent having a great time.
Yes.
And having an open-minded time, being able to just expand and explore what it is that we were going to experience tonight. So, shout out to y'all.
Hey, all of
Well
it.
said,
All of
yeah.
it.
Outstanding.
All right.
Cards get some money. So
What
it's
was
your
your
first time
question?
playing, right?
Yeah,
All right.
first time.
First time play cards. Go ahead.
So,
My
quick question while I pass this.
Hey, I was about to-
We'll do 4. Are we the indigenous people of America?
Yes.
Okay, because some people feel like we're not. You know, I was having a conversation with a few people at the work spot. I'm like, we're the native people of this land.
Right.
Yeah.
They said, "Wow."
I mean,
Yeah, like, no, we're not.
We're
the
native people
indigenous,
everywhere.
right? The indigenous people,
Christopher Columbus.
Right.
Who did they think it was?
right? The
Exactly.
indigenous people in all the lands have always been dark people.
Running back to Ethiopia, Africa. You know Lucy.
Ethiopia,
You know Lucy.
Ooh.
You
I
feel me?
mean, South America,
I have a
India.
controversial statement.
Come on.
So this
Asia.
woman on Instagram, oh my gosh, I don't know how I feel about this either. She said, and take it how y'all want. I would love to hear y'all input. She said, just because you have more melanin in your body doesn't mean that you're spiritually connected. And so it was kind of like weird. She said that it doesn't matter the melanin in your body
She was white.
I was about to ask a question. I said, what was she?
No.
Oh, okay.
at all. Oh my gosh, wait. Maybe I can find it. Okay, bye y'all. Sorry, y'all. I dipped on y'all.
I mean, was she African? Was she colonized? Or
She had a wrap on. She was trying to make sense. And I think that a lot of times, like...
Was she black?
right again? Was she black?
What we are
She gotta make sure nobody watching it.
Sign off for this.
Let me get off this
She
real
looked
quick.
black, but mentally she
Right.
was not. You feel me?
Right.
But yeah, that's a big
Have y'all
I
ever
would
did?
never find this picture. I would never find it.
Have you ever met somebody that obviously was our color, but just you know what I mean? Just
didn't get it.
Colonized.
Yeah, like why do you feel that way? Like we
Yeah.
are loved.
Oh, yeah.
Like, bro, that's like the house slave mentality.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
you get
for
the
sure.
crumbs, you
Yeah.
think you
Word.
better.
Yeah.
Like motherfucker, we still on this goddamn plantation. All right, fuck it. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
That's why I
People-
rock with the 1804 because
Oh, yeah,
you know when they
1804
first
is
came off
good.
the boat, they ran up into the lands, you feel me? And they came back down. When they gave them the poison, the masters and everybody in the house, they was like, guess what? You gonna have to poison that nigga right there first. Before you get the master, get that nigga over there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because that
facts. Point
motherfucker
him
is your demise. He, like, you know what I'm saying? Michael Max had this analogy too. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
He said,
One-
this motherfucker, master, our house burning. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
this crazy ass thinking. But that's mental enslavement.
One
Alright, y'all
enemy
ready to hear it?
inside is worse than 1,000 enemies on the outside.
Oh, no, for real.
Straight up.
That's how Marcus Garvey got taken out. I was watching
That's
documentary.
how all the great leaders have been taken
I
out.
love Marcus Garvey so much. One, because he's a Leo, but on top of that, this man was so confident in everything that he did, and he wasn't the smartest in regards to actually doing the study and the research that he
He had
needed
heart.
to. He trusted in people to do it for him, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, because somebody infiltrated, just how they did with Huey P. Newton, just like how they did with everyone who was coming to the
Everybody.
rise, like, he just... our hearts are so big, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all ready to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Bragging about melanin, like,
Put it closer to speaker.
oh, I'm carbon based. I'm melanated and you're not. When you die, you can't take melanin with you. And if you know anything about alchemy, lead, aka carbon, aka melanin, is the lowest metal on the alchemical scale, correlating to the planet Saturn, aka Satan or 666. Simply put, it's our lower self fleshly
that thing
nature.
is-
666.
Right,
That's a powerful
you-
number.
Nothing to
But he,
do with
yeah, I'm
your
about to say that's all a
spirituality.
proton,
The whole
neutron,
point of
electron.
alchemy is to transmute the lead into gold. This is symbolic for transforming the fleshly body into a higher vibrating being where light-coded information can be easily conducted. Turning lead to gold is about transmuting...
Okay, I'm done with her.
Okay.
This is what she looked like.
Yeah.
So, like, this is what she looked like,
Show
y'all,
the
right?
camera if they can see it.
And my thing is, my
Yeah.
opinion on it is like one of the people don't understand that light is everywhere. Only reason why the night sky is dark because there's nothing to reflect the light that already exists at
Yeah.
any point.
Right.
And then melanin is you literally can say
Nobody can tell me who
But
I
check
am.
this out. Before light got there, what was there first?
Right.
Darkness.
Darkness.
Everything.
But-
in darkness.
the thing is, even if it's darkness, that's still light because matter exists everywhere.
It does.
Everywhere.
It
like,
does.
and it's full of melanin. Like, I just don't, I don't understand
But darkness travels faster than the speed of light.
Because it ain't got to go through them weirdo
Exactly.
loopholes.
Yeah. But check this out. When you think about white people, right, in particular, right, you think about their whole essence and why we say they not connected. They get burned in the sun. The sun give us life. It give life to the plants, everything down here. That's like our illumination when that sun come out. So you gonna tell me that melanin
arrest rate is so
you
high?
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is when y'all can't even be in the sun.
Right.
Y'all reject it. For real. Why y'all reject it? It's too many things about y'all.
They trying to block the sun. Bill Gates trying to block the sun.
Right. They hide from it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they so big on the information age. You know what I'm saying? And technology and shit like this. This what carry them forward. Why you think all our kids getting snatched up out these streets? You understand what I'm saying? When it comes to these organ donations, who is the closest match? We are.
Did y'all hear about that boy who 8 years ago, remember they rolled him up in the gym mat?
Kendrick Johnson.
Kendrick Johnson.
Yes.
Please say his name.
Oh,
Thank you
what
so
happened?
much.
Kendrick
Did they finally redid the case?
No, they're taking baby steps in order to figure out
Because they
who
know
did-
that was
They know
bullshit.
who did it.
Tell them about the
I
story.
think
of Kendrick
they
Johnson real quick.
reopened it,
Yeah.
but they didn't find anyone guilty though. They
Of course
still
not.
ruled it as quote unquote accidental.
How?
So long story
Bullshit.
short, y'all, they found the brother
Bullshit.
rolled up in the mat. Was he rolled up in the mat inside of the gym?
Yeah.
And he had like bruises and stuff on his face
Yeah,
and everything. And they said,
his organs
His
was missing.
organs were missing. Hello.
oh,
Yeah.
and they said it was an accident.
Yeah.
Come on now.
How, Sway?
Come on now.
And it
Look it up,
has
y'all.
been 8 years since anybody has even looked into it, and the fact that it takes so like the judicial system can take as long as they want to extend anything, and will charge that person however much they feel is necessary to be able to say whatever it is that they want to say. So it's like y'all.
Yeah, man.
Fuck the system.
Kendrick
That's what I'm
Johnson.
trying to say. That's why we gotta
Johnson.
take it into
I'm gonna
our
get that
matters
shit
into
tatted.
our own hand. Like I can't even lie. When
was
people be
just
like,
talking
"Man,
about
we
that
should call the
last night.
police," I'll be like on edge about
Oh, we
that,
ain't
man.
calling shit.
And I'm like, why we can't handle it amongst each other?
Right though,
You
they
feel
used
me?
to back in the day. They
You
used
feel
to.
me? Like for real.
Call
Yeah.
Uncle Tim. He'll be on this fucking street in 30 seconds. We riding.
Right now.
They pull up deep.
Yeah, T.
Hey, we heard some problem.
Hey, I
right
heard
For
that. Get the
real,
neighbors.
No, I really
real.
don't. I don't feel comfortable calling
I
the police.
don't.
I've called the
no.
police once in the past 5 years because at the
Yo.
end of the day, once in the past, almost my whole damn life. Like, because at the end of the day, they come in and they like. And I think it was because I was high too when they came in. But they just looked like niggas who didn't know what they was doing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so what
That's
you was
what they
telling me,
train.
Because they don't know what they doing. You feel me? If it's a whole shootout in a school, your local police, they ain't not coming in to save you.
I'm about
They
to say, they
call-
gotta stand
they-
outside.
yeah.
We got
They
to call
outside,
the
they said them
DA.
niggas
We gotta-
You gotta
Yeah.
save yourself
Yeah.
off top. So for you not to be self-sufficient and can defend yourself, being a black person in America, that's almost like suicide. Like,
And then on top of
that's
that, they're
crazy.
not even here to be like saviors. They're here to literally be of service. Hey, look, I need you to take me down the street. Do your job, like
Yeah.
pretty much. Like,
Yeah.
But Cleveland did have a black police unit, the Black Shield.
Yeah.
I don't know how active. I think they're trying to become more active, but there was actually our own police unit.
That's a nice
and that's
fact.
on I think 93rd or I think on 93rd.
But that's
Yeah.
something we really
That's
should
why
have
she
asked
wore
them,
it.
you
area
know?
somewhere over in there.
He
for
and
sure.
Huff.
oh,
That's Ward
not
7.
that 93rd. Then.
Yeah.
Oops.
I know he
My
is.
bad, y'all.
Mhm.
Sorry, misinformation.
But like you said, that's something that us as a community, even starting cash apps for people like that, and being like, let's invest. You know, we can give $1 every week or every other day. You know, just something small
Right.
to get a business like that off the ground. Like this is our own people within this
community.
black community aspect. You know, Black Panthers did it, and they weren't getting paid. You feel me? They like, we got to monitor these niggas. 'cause-
We can operate off an app.
Oh, we
for
can
real.
easily operate off an app, you know, but
But
we
we
need
like
investment.
promoting everything to the forefront. Like everybody don't gotta know our business,
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
y'all.
Revolution.
For real.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Revolution.
revolution will be televised
It
to a
should
degree.
not.
To a certain degree,
Yeah.
but
To a
people
certain
don't
degree.
understand that a real revolution really involves bloodshed, and motherfuckers really ain't ready for that.
Oh no!
You
If
know
you
what
ain't
I'm
willing to
saying?
die for the shit,
And that's truly what it is. And
Yeah.
to really have a revolution, you gonna
Oh,
have
I
to be
can't
on
die.
some low key shit. You really gonna have to be on some low key shit. Ain't no cell phones, ain't no
No.
laptops,
No.
ain't no
Taking it old
iWatches,
school,
ain't no
baby.
nothing.
Back
Everything
old
we
school.
talking about is not going to be handed to us.
No.
I don't care how much money. We going to have to take it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Oh,
we gotta take it. They not giving it to us willingly. So how much does it matter to you? Everybody, your essence, your DNA behind you. How much does it matter to you? You want them to be in your same predicament and have to figure it out?
So
Are you willing to go the extra mile to make it happen? For real.
See, one of the things that I think is super, 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 super important is the fact that, like, if you are sitting here and you decide that you want to be a part of the revolution, you have to understand how far the development of the United States has came, right? Then in Renaissance era, they were able to create transports to have goods come from external countries to here, right? So if the United States decided to shut down, right, they can still import from Italy, they can still import from China, they can still import from Russia, right? We ain't got nobody yet. You know what I'm saying? Black Panther and Marcus Garvey, they were trying to get exports out from these other countries. And so it's super important that we start to develop these relationships with these other countries and be able to build those bonds with the Arabs, with the Orientals, with whoever it is that's willing to give our sources. Anything.
The main resource, back to Mother Africa.
Exactly.
The Congo right now, man, that soil is worth trillions. Trillions, man. Everything we using right now is coming from the motherland. Okay?
Cell phones.
You feel me? And people get mad about that because, you know, Africa welcome everybody in. Well, open
they try
arms.
to get us in.
But at the end of the day, this is the mother of all creation. We are all the children
You said
of Mother Africa. You feel me? So at the end of the day, Mother Africa will always welcome their children, no matter what you do, because you can never destroy Africa. You feel me? No matter what we do, I don't care how powerful they want to get with this technology, is not going to happen. Nature is going to shut it down.
But Africa is so powerful. Just recently in the Congo, they struck gold.
Yeah.
The people literally, it was a mountain full of gold, and the people and the locals were grabbing it up. Like, they didn't disclose the location, thank goodness, you know, but the resources are so rich to the point where the Asians are blocking off the export.
Yeah. Did y'all know that?
Yeah, the exports to where they control the export location.
Who's giving them this denomination? No, that's
you got a lot of cricket people and politicians over there too.
Yeah, a lot of cricket politicians.
You know they've been colonizing for a long time. They've been over there.
And they got the money, they got the technology.
The missionaries over there doing their thing, doing the same thing, unfortunately.
The missionaries.
Yeah, man.
I never knew none.
When you
know
what the source is, you're going to always keep your tabs on that.
Oh, I do want to share this fact, though. In order for us to be able to obtain power in any essence, to be able to control any type of resource, to be able to control any type of import, export, there is a fact. So there is a 1%. You guys are familiar with the 1%. 1% owns 99% of our income, of the world's money, right? Yeah. And then you have like 20% who owns about, I want to say, what was it? Like 7% or some shit like that. And then we're in the 0.1%. So like people who work day to day, people who are millionaires are in the 0.1%. And it's just like, imagine the fact that they have so much power and that the money that we try to make on a day-to-day doesn't even come near close to what it is that other people have. And so it's like, in order for us to overcome this type of capitalistic system, we truly have to disconnect from it. When I'm talking disconnect from capitalistic systems, I'm talking about disconnect from selling, disconnect from being able to outsource our work to other people and pay them for it. Like, these systems are really making it difficult for us to be able to really thrive in our own community. Like, I believe in the barter system so much.
Yeah, it's how
the whole design.
Yeah, it's the whole design and just how powerful it is. Yes. I mean, we have the ability to do anything. I mean, I think sometimes we don't want to get into certain markets because we think that it's oversaturated. Yeah. But I say walk down the bread aisle. Look how many brands of bread that there is. So it's just like, why can't you get into it? I mean, there's like 50 types of the same wheat bread, white bread, Italian bread. So it's just like, why not get into it? Even the grocery store, they
got their hands in it. They're like, we don't throw this Dave's bread in here.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck not? You know?
So. And we gonna make ours just a little bit cheaper.
Yeah. Right. Take 50% off, y'all. A little bit.
I began to 10% off.
And we gonna make our side a little bit bigger. So you ain't gonna miss us. You feel me?
And that's fucked up because they use more, I guess, inadequate quality at that point. That's when they start using bullshit. That's when they start using stuff to poison people.
You know,
like
GMOs.
Like Beyond Meat, at first when it came out, it was super natural, right? Yeah. And now it's like overprocessed, it's overproduced, and now it's all this bullshit in it. And it's like,
we talk about that all the time.
All the food right now.
I miss it, y'all.
I know, man, because I work in an area where it's a diverse group of people, and you know, when they come over here, they laugh at our grocery store. They immediately build a garden. You feel me? Because they already know, like, this is not like they like, why do y'all food taste like this? There's no nutritional value in it. And then you think about everything that's seedless. When you pull them seeds out, you losing, right? You losing the nutritional value when you do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so really, man, when they stump all of those things the way you think, when you eating all this trash, it really slows you down, man. So when I meet, especially like, unfortunately, you know, our brothers and sisters sometimes, and you know, they may be on one, whatever the case they may be, sometimes it's hard to connect with them because I know they bogged down. I know you coming from a hurt place, so it's hard for you to hear me, or you may not be, it may not be time for you to hear me. But once I speak, it ain't no mistaking that we met. You feel me? Like that. So it's just like, you know, it may play back in your mind on the back end. So it's like, then those words, so then you hear that, you be like, dang, somebody
can't me hit.
And she told me about that.
It's gonna echo.
You gonna see it. You gonna see it. So I take the time out to do it and spend time with the youth and get out here and talk to people. I don't care how you acting, because at the end of the day, I set the tone to my self-respect.
I'm creating my reality too. Fuck all that other shit.
Unfortunately, I sometimes, excuse me, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
We love conversation.
But unfortunately, sometimes I think subconsciously it's not our fault, you know, and I'm going to put us all together collectively, not them as in black people, but as a collective. It's not our fault that when you're talking that truth, that knowledge to them, that they can't hear you, because look at the community, or not necessarily the community, the neighborhood that they're living in. Most of these are food deserts. The only type of food that they have is the corner store, is 109 bags of chips, McDonald's, Burger King, and all these fast food restaurants. Even the type of foods, ain't no Whole Foods, ain't no Heinen's in the hood, liquor store on every corner. The liquor store. So just what they're putting into their body, into their system, they're not able to hear you because they're clouded.
Well, they're trying to survive. It's just survival mode at that point. And actually, my friend and I were talking about that last night, because we kind of get on rants about voting and shit, and voting presidential and locally. You feel me? And how we need to even take more of a part of voting locally, because that's where we can implement the most change, because this is affecting our homes. You feel me? And I told her that's something that I need to work on as an individual, because I want to play a part in this revolution. But also it's taking the point of, it won't be televised to a degree, because a revolution starts with yourself. You know, you have to identify the problems. You have to identify how you are a problem. Because I was a problem in many ways. You know, I used to kill all types of bugs and little shit, and now I understand.
Bug killer.
Oh, I have to appreciate it. I mean, kill shit. You feel me? You're just not appreciating, but that's a part of a revolution. You start to understand. Oh, I am nature. This ant is me. That's a revolution. You know, changing your mindset, learning what these aspects that we're talking about. That's how you break the system. That's how you slowly but surely strip away from these toxic society norms. You know, so I just feel like we'll get to that point where we're going to be gone from this, but or just evolving from this, because the power has to swing to another court. You know, it's been in their court long enough. This was supposed to happen.
Because energy never dies.
It never dies. Divine timing. This says it biblically. You feel me? He's gonna have his rule. They're having their rule. This is what's supposed to happen. We have
to swinging pendulum.
Because what comes up must come down.
Exactly right. The pendulum hit this end. Boom, right on the other end.
A lot of people say that with ancient Kemet, because they be like, y'all had dynasties for so long and reigned for so long.
We ruled in love, though, honey.
You know what I'm saying? And nobody has matched that to this day. The technology and everything that they had back then, they have not touched that to this day.
It's right now when you look
it's coming.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, but just if you know like the Kabbalion, you know polarity, you know balance, then you know that it's a cycle, and It's inevitable.
The laws of nature will say it to it.
No, we feel it. We all know it. That's why these conversations
I felt
start
like you
happening.
said that.
It's just flowing.
I think
we gonna hit that point.
one of the more
I just want to have the privilege to see it.
Yeah.
You feel me? I want to be there to see
I
that.
kind of had convinced myself. There. I'm like, maybe I won't see it this lifetime, but at least I could do my part. But it's like I know that. Have y'all seen the super babies, like the little babies, like Gen Alpha now? They are incredibly smart. They're so aware now. Like they're able to at 2 years old, like, Mom, are you okay? What's going on? And I'm like, the fuck? How are you? Get the fuck out of here!
They're gonna be way ahead of the game.
They are.
I think something that is
they're gonna be so
with kids now.
Yeah,
but it's separating them a lot because there's a lot of kids in the struggle that are they're barely scratching the surface, and then you have all these other places like what you're speaking of now that's kind of taking off intellectually, and our kids are way behind, and it takes us to teach them. We can't depend on them to teach us. We got to come out and teach them.
Absolutely. It
takes a village.
One of the things that I think that starts it all is how we speak life into the world, right? Because if you think it, you speak it. If you speak it, then so it shall be. I'm a sole believer of that. And you had said something earlier where it was kind of like, sorry, wine. No, so you were saying that a lot of people are stuck. And it's like, oh, they don't have a choice. It's not our fault, right? And I like to have that mindset so that we can hold people accountable. But also, I'd like to transition that mindset. I'm always about transition. So if somebody comes to me like, oh, I can't do this or I can't do that, it's not my fault. This is happening to me. Sometimes we can let life happen to us, or we can, happen to life, basically. And a lot of times we find ourselves kind of being stuck because we think that everything is just bullying us in essence. But I know that the moment we change our mindset is the moment that we'll be able to elevate past every insecurity, any doubt, anything. And it's like you really have to go through some shit to be able to understand it. And I'm only speaking on what I've experienced in my own life. Like I sat here and I was like, okay, I can sit here and mope, I can sit here and be sad about some shit, I can sit here and feel this way. But it's like once you look around and you see, okay, ain't nobody gonna help me. Oh, y'all for real? Oh, I'm really doing this shit. Okay, okay. What do I have to do, y'all?
The mind is so powerful. For real. Anything that you think of, everything that you see to this day, it started in your mind. It was a thought.
Absolutely.
And somebody made it a reality.
Exactly.
Oh, thank y'all for manifesting.
Yep. It starts with your mind, and then the mind manifests actions, and then your actions manifest your behaviors.
Sounds good. Y'all ready to get playing with the game?
Let's get into it.
All right. So look at your cards.
Shout out to
Read them all. Read them all.
Everybody should have 4.
I want to follow y'all ASAP.
What? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so they're gonna be fried. So I'm gonna read from this black card. It's gonna be a blank, so you have to fill in the blank. Basically, one card only though, and whoever I thinks is the funniest gets this card, but then they get the rest of these cards. You feel me to read next? All right, you ready?
You figure out the card, just put your card in the middle.
Everybody just put your card in the middle.
All right, go for it.
Blank. Bet you can't have just one.
Blank. Heard that.
Bet you can't have just one.
Mine's corny.
No, it's a bit perspective, right?
Okay, corny.
He still said corny.
I said what I said.
I gotta go with this one. Mine's a winner.
Damn.
Right.
Come on, affirmations.
Okay.
Come through affirmations. I love to see
it. Oh no.
Read it to the people, babe.
Itchy pussy. Can't have just one.
What in the UTI is going on here?
Switching to Geico. Can't have just one.
I do have an overdrawn account in Geico.
Stephen Hawking talking dirty. Bet you can't have just
That's
one.
Disrespectful. He'd be like, baby, you got me so turned up.
A super soaker full of cat pee. Bet you can't have just one.
What? That's
there, man.
It's this itchy pussy.
I knew it.
You see how manifestation work, y'all? That shit crazy.
That's funny.
Itchy pussy was when I heard that, I was like, yep, that's my one. Mentally, I was like, I like
so now
that.
you're going to read these.
Itchy
You don't
pussy.
put a card in, but pick one, read from it.
Okay.
Oh, don't look at them. Don't look at 'em. You just pick one.
Pick one.
okay.
Yeah.
I knew that was gonna be a winner. Itchy pussy.
The itchy
Right.
pussy.
Right. It
Once he
came
said
on
that,
top.
I was
though.
Yeah.
Number
We all sat here like, ooh.
We all knew. Yeah.
All right. For my next trick, I will pull blank out of blank.
So that means you put 2 cards down there.
Okay.
Okay, read it one more time. Read it one more time.
Yeah.
For my next trick, I will pull blank out of blank.
Oh, okay. So we got part cards together.
Yeah, and you got to say which one is first and second.
Oh, okay.
So
Now,
should we-
which one first?
So
When you
the-
pick
So the
them
first
up.
one be at the bottom?
The first one
Yeah.
should be at the bottom. Yeah.
Okay.
The first one's at the bottom.
turn
You
it
put your first one at the
sideways.
bottom.
Yeah.
We turn it sideways, so you got some moon there.
Okay. Everybody put their
I'm about to
cards
order a
in.
new game next week. It's fried. Stay tuned.
I got
You
one
did?
too.
Oh, for real? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Oh, it's a drinking game.
Oh, yeah, it's about that
Oh,
time.
what? So that means you better drink this tequila,
tequila?
Oh,
finally?
no,
Yeah.
y'all is.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do
But
that.
aren't,
Can we do it on the weekend?
aren't these supposed
I'm
to be
off
like
Sunday.
random?
Hmm?
Aren't these supposed to be like random? Am I supposed to mix them up? But if I mix
Oh,
them up,
no,
then
no,
I'm
no.
No, those,
Like they intentionally share with you
Yeah.
what they think is
Oh,
funny, and if
okay.
you think it's funny, then they win.
Yep.
Okay.
And yeah.
If you win, we'll let you.
And the one face down is the
First
It's the
one.
first,
The first
one.
one, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So we
so-
got for my next trick, I will pull Fox News out of Nickelback.
Okay. I
Okay.
mean,
you
good
can
for
push
y'all.
it out if it don't push. Just push it out.
Okay.
Oh, sis already out the door.
Sorry, y'all. Go ahead.
All right. For my next trick, I will pull a really cool hat out of flying sex snakes.
Oh, that was supposed to be the other way
There
around.
we go. Let's see.
Okay, let me repeat that. For my next trick, I will pull flying sex snakes out of a really cool hat.
Oh.
That's actually really funny.
That is good.
You know it.
For my next trick, I will pull teaching a robot to love out of not giving a shit about the third world.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
that's deep.
Sorry, Haiti.
Yeah. Not giving a fuck about the third
It was supposed to be the other way.
Dang, what am I doing? Okay. For my next trick, I will pull not giving a shit about the third world out of teaching a robot to love.
There we
Shout out
go.
to iRobot.
Okay.
Yeah. That
For
was
my
a good
next
one.
trick, I will pull PTSD out of fear itself.
Oh my
Oh.
God, that's powerful.
Yeah.
That's a moment.
Yeah, that is a moment.
Little
Damn.
revelations here.
Yeah, that was good. Definitely not this Nickelback.
Ho ho. Shout out to Snoop Dogg if y'all watching it.
I don't know. I like the robot. Not giving a shit about the third
Mine was the
world.
PTSD one. It sounded deep. I was like PTSD
I
out of fear itself.
won.
That do sound good too.
Oh.
Cause you know, like, how is he supposed to? It was so
Hey, no, you got one more card?
we all have one left.
I got
Oh,
one
yeah,
left.
one. Oh, I got
Do I
two.
pass these to you? Then?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Please.
Yeah.
Shovel,
Shovel.
shovel.
How many cards do you have? 3?
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
three.
because she put.
I only got one. You want 2 more?
Yeah, everybody get 2 more.
All right.
Okay, so we all passing out some more cards.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the meanwhile, welcome to the Lavish Journey podcast Shenanigans, where we have our weekly podcast around 8:30 p.m. ish to 9:30 p.m. ish.
8:30 where?
Leave the ish.
Hey,
Leave the ish.
8:30 is when it's the pregame. 8:30 is the pregame, and then
Do they get to
9:30 is
see the
official.
pregame?
You know what?
You should start recording the
This my
pregame
turn.
because we had a
my
really
turn.
great conversation
You're right.
prior to y'all
Yeah,
going
that was you.
upstairs.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful.
It was
Okay,
good.
we're gonna get to it. All right,
Heard
you
that.
got you got the question?
Yeah.
Y'all ready? Oh, this is not it. Hold on.
Black
Wait.
card.
No, this is it.
Oh, this is bad.
Me. Dude, do not go into that bathroom. There's blank in there.
Shit.
And y'all, I laugh at anything, so feel free to be expandable.
Okay.
Shout out to
Hold on.
Protect Your Heart Space,
Oh,
man.
hold on. I'm gonna tell him the cards. One more.
Y'all
Okay, so
doing
all the
the
cards
thing.
we use, we need to make a pile for.
Okay.
Thanks to the one.
Okay, so this is the ones we use.
Can we name the pal Itchy Pussy?
You throw your card
Pussy
out.
pile. I ain't got shit.
There
Okay.
you go.
Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, everybody's here?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, you guys.
Yeah.
Fried.
Oh, okay. This first one is very intense. Dude.
It's aggressive.
Woo! Woo! It says, dude, do not go in that bathroom. There's white people in there.
Yeah.
Dude, do not go into that bathroom. There's Gandhi in there. Ooh, he was kind of racist, y'all. Just so y'all know, fun fact. He was definitely slanging nigger around. Dude, do not go into that bathroom. There's a live studio audience in there. Let me reread that again. I didn't give it justice. Dude, do not go into that bathroom. There's a live studio audience in there. Dude, do not go into that bathroom. There's a saxophone solo in there.
It's white people.
You know it's fucking white people.
Straight up.
Okay, no, for real though, it was definitely between white people and a live studio audience. Because if I wanted to take a shit, I'm done.
I was just thinking that too. Imagine walking in, you see a live ass audience in the bathroom.
Right.
And as soon as you
Like,
walk in, they're like,
shit, here she comes. She finna boo boo. She finna take this boo boo.
oh, for real though. Like,
Hey, that'd be fried.
That'd be like, oh shit.
so who had the white people?
I did.
Shout out to you, Justin Gans.
I love y'all out there.
Here's the last card for you.
All right,
For
come on.
you to read.
All right. Arby's, we have blank. All right, I'm gonna do it. Arby's, we have.
I don't even know. I don't even know.
We gotta wait for her to come back.
In the meantime,
In between time.
can I tell y'all a riddle?
Go ahead.
Okay. I mean, y'all probably heard it before. Well, I know Z probably has heard it before. I don't know if you've heard it before, but I'm sharing it. So here's my riddle. If your house catches on fire, you call the fire department. They drive a fire truck, right? Yes.
Okay.
If you get injured, you call the paramedics.
We wasn't holding the world. People who talk like him. Hold on, wait.
I'm going to answer my own motherfucking
Okay, we do
question.
it one time. One time. Go ahead.
So if your house catches...
For everybody in the back. Justin.
No, let me stop. So if your house catches on fire, you call the fire department. They call... Wait, I'm sorry. Hey, shout out to Carla Rossi and this bitch. Okay, so if your house catches on fire, you call the fire department. They drive a fire truck, right?
Uh-huh.
If you get injured, you call the paramedics. They drive an ambulance truck, right?
Uh-huh.
And if you get robbed, you're supposed to call the police department. They drive a police car, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So who do you call when you hurt your foot?
EMS.
Hell no.
He was logical as hell. EMS, of course. 911.
Man,
The foot
who
doctor.
called?
Who?
A podiatrist?
Thank you for including that. I appreciate that. I didn't think you would go. I'm appreciative.
Oh, she got
I'm glad I don't have to. No.
Oh, I'm like, I don't remember.
Y'all ready?
Yo.
Silence. A tow truck.
Come on.
Oh, I wish I could flip the table.
Okay, now that you're back, we back on our last card.
Oh, you gotta read.
All right, yep.
So you
You
can
gotta read
add
it.
your card.
All right.
Uh-huh.
And it says, Arby's, we have blank.
The pilot's right here.
Oh, mine's corny. So.
Oh
Mine
shit.
too.
That's how you know your shit gonna win. You
Yeah.
just instantly put that bitch in there.
It's just corny.
All right, let's see these great cards.
Shout out to the
Yeah, we didn't
chlorophyll,
get- I
y'all.
didn't get the good ones this time.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's all
Last
right.
time that shit was
Yeah,
funny
yeah.
as
I'm
fuck.
like, damn.
Right.
Bitchy
Arby's.
pussy was the best.
Right on point.
I zoomed in on that for people who are on my live.
Title of the podcast.
Itchy pussy.
You always wanted a clickbait, that's for sure. That's the perfect
Not
clickbait.
that one. They'd be like, I don't know if I want to hear about this.
Right.
3 women talking about they coochie itching. I don't know. That's a bit much on a Wednesday.
Right.
On a Wednesday.
On a Thursday morning if you're late.
Like, I woke up too early
Terrible
for
day
this.
on hump day. You feel me?
All right, here we go. Arby's, we have a salty surprise.
They typically do though.
Them fries hit though.
Oh, and they Jamocha shake.
Oh, I haven't had it.
Ooh, okay.
Arby's, we have completely unwarranted. Hold on. Arby's, we have completely unwarranted confidence.
Throw that one out.
They really do that. I mean, they go around.
Completely unwarranted confidence.
I mean, they talk about their meats all day, every day. They be
Right,
like,
that's
Read it one more time.
Right.
I couldn't hear you.
Arby's, we have completely unwarranted confidence.
Is that what it says?
That must be your card, babe.
Unwarranted. Is it unwarranted?
Nah, I'm just talking shit, bro. I'm just fucking with you. You right. You right.
Confirmation.
A confirmation isn't warranted,
The way it
y'all.
looked, I was like, shit, is this the right way?
Look, this man he said,
I had to fuck with that's my card. Like me one more time.
Okay, let's see another one.
I won.
All right, let me see.
He said, "Do it." Y'all at home.
I know what it said. All right, let's see. Arby's, we have some goddamn peace and quiet. Arby's, we have some goddamn peace and quiet.
I like the accent.
Yeah, that sounds a little better.
That sounds like a Bernie statement.
Arby's, we have some goddamn peace and quiet.
Oh,
All
R.I.P.
right,
Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
last one.
man.
Arby's, we have magnets. Yeah, magnets. Yeah.
The fuck
I'm
y'all
about
do?
to be like, man,
Y'all
I'ma
can't
go-
even track customers. Oh, let me stop. Sorry, Arby's.
I'm gonna go with the Arby's. We have some goddamn peace and quiet.
You ain't like the unwanted confidence.
Again.
Boom.
All
Oh,
right, Nia
y'all, I
won.
lost my other card.
No, you good.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm missing the card.
yeah, you had 2 blacks, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Nia won.
Shout out to Nia Kai.
It's for those who tuned in to that episode where that last time we played it, I'm 2 for 2.
Oh.
Just so y'all know. I'm looking for challenges, just so y'all know. If y'all decide to come on the Lavish Journey with Justin Gaines and Freedom
She
Capture,
talking big shit.
I'm just letting y'all know y'all into some real shiggity.
But I probably did have the best card.
No, you definitely did. Cause like the one I read, I chose your card. I'm like, oh shit, this is funny as fuck. Oh, rip.
For sure. We like thank y'all for coming through today on the
Yeah,
show.
man, thank
Thank
Definitely
you.
enjoyed
Thank
the
you for having
vibes.
us.
Yeah, 100%. So, where can they find? Oh, I'll wait till y'all done with those cards.
It's a little difficult. I'm like, who's
Hey, right,
who's
hold on.
delegating this right now?
Hold on.
Thank you.
But you can find us on Instagram at Black It Up 216, Facebook Black It Up, email Black It Up 216. LinkedIn Black It Up,
Okay.
YouTube Black It Up. We don't have any footage yet, but we're on
Coming
there.
soon.
Yeah, so you
And
can
their email is at Gmail.
Yeah. Did I say Yahoo?
No, you just said you could our email. is
Oh,
Black It Up.
Black It Up 216 at Gmail.
Hey.
Details, Virgo.
You can find us in the community. You can find us with the people. You can find us elevating high vibrations with our people, and you can find us at the African American Museum giving back. For sure.
We appreciate y'all.
We really appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Appreciate you all
Great
too.
show.
Great job.
Too
Most def,
enlightened
most
black
def.
woman.
100%.
Thank you so much.
Bow, 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 bow.
Hey.
100%. Enjoyed the whole show. So, Brother
Yes.
Freedom, do you got some knowledge to spread to our family members
This
out
is my
there?
favorite part,
just
y'all.
give me a few seconds. Hold on.
Oh, you were supposed to be ready.
Yeah, I always do this every time. You're just talking.
Go ahead, Nia.
Okay, so I'm gonna just fill the space with some conversation because I feel like I just want to share with the people. Because I was running out of shit.
I was like,
I'm
you're running
thinking
out
like
of time. We gotta hurry up. Scroll, nigga,
I ain't know
scroll.
what the fuck to say.
All right. Thank you, Nia.
Woo!
All right. Affirmation
Mom.
station. Shout out to Mama. Repeat after me.
Go ahead.
Yes.
I will attract people
I will
attract
people
who speak my language
who
speak my language,
so I don't have to spend a lifetime
so I don't have to spend a lifetime
translating my soul.
translating myself.
And that is your affirmation for today.
That's right on point.
Yes,
That's crazy.
it
That
is.
conversation we had.
Yeah,
Woo,
you're right.
I feel it.
Love it,
I
love
feel
it.
it.
All right. And
Absolutely.
breaking some manner or essential and enlightening tips. Number 1, stop following the crowd. They're lost as fuck.
Big facts.
Number 2, if it
Facts,
doesn't
big
bring you
facts.
energy, inspiration,
Don't
or
do that shit.
orgasms,
Oop.
it doesn't belong in your life.
Let me go through my phone list real quick. Fuck y'all niggas on.
After show.
The goddess Nia Kai. Number 3, be the love of your own life.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Everyone else can wait.
Everyone
Yeah.
else can wait.
Unless you already found the love of your life.
You heard that?
And the love of your life will love you because you your own love of your life. Y'all just sharing the love of your life with the no, let me stop. Just kidding. Just kidding, y'all.
Damn, that's deep.
Yo.
And number 4, do not fear change. You have earned the right to ascend. And those are your essential and enlightening tips.
Look at us finishing before midnight.
Yeah, good show once again. Appreciate y'all once again for coming to the show. As always, hey, check them out though. All the information be down below. Check out their clothing brand. Check out everything. I'm sure they're gonna keep growing and keep going up and keep rolling. And we out of here. And with that being said, ladies and boys, girls, thank you for watching or listening to the podcast where we create,
inspire, and spread greatness. Peace, y'all.
Hey. Pose with a picture. We good.